All right. But we would do a really quick video here dealing with Israel. And not even going to deal with if they're legitimate or not, because that's kind of a silly question. They don't have to be under a monarchy to be legitimate. They were not under a monarchy under Abram. They were still Israel. They don't have to be under a monarchy to be considered legitimate in the Bible sense. That's just a way for people to try to get around dealing with Israel as they should. Okay. And there's all kinds of other tricks that people use. Some people claim that they are not real Jews. They're Ashkenazi Jews, or whatever they call them. Some people claim that they are, fake Jews, basically, in other words. That was a big one. Fake Jews, illegitimate Jews, whatever you may want to call them. A lot of people say the church has replaced Israel. You hear that a lot. But the big thing that you hear usually is that, you'll hear people say, and they're usually, tell you the truth, they're usually Baptists that say this. It's amazing to me. And they're Bible-believing Baptists, supposedly. And they teach this. Anyway, they say that the Jews there are not legitimate because they're in the land and they're in a state of unbelief. They're against Messiah. They're against Jesus. They're against the Bible. They're this, they're that, they're this, they're that. How can they be God's chosen people? How can they be that? Because, they are not, the seed of Abraham and, all kinds of stuff. I mean, just you name it, and there, it's just going on. So there's several verses that deal with that, but we're going to focus on just one because I'm not going to make this very long because it doesn't have to be. It's that simple. It's that simple. It really is. It's a very simple thing. Over in Ezekiel chapter 36, we're going to read a little bit from the King James Bible, and it straightens out these matters. Okay? We're going to start in verse 17 of Ezekiel chapter 36. Son of man, when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land, they defiled it by their own way and by their doings. Their way was before me as the uncleanness of a removed woman. So it was pretty bad. Wherefore, I poured my fury upon them for the blood that they had shed upon the land, and for the idols wherewith they had polluted it. And what did God do? Verse 19. And I scattered them among the heathen. And he did. This should go as proof for the Bible, by the way. I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries. According to their way and according to their doings, I judged them. And when they entered unto the heathen, whither they went, they profaned my holy name. When they said to them, These are the people of the Lord, and are gone forth out of the land. Okay. Verse 21. But I had pity for mine holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned among the heathen, whither they went. Verse 22. Therefore, say unto the house of Israel, Thus saith the Lord God, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for mine holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen, whither ye went. Verse 29. And I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them, And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, saith the Lord God, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. Verse 24. For I will take you from among the heathen, and gather you out of all countries, and will bring you into your own land. For I will take you from among the heathen, and gather you out of all countries, and will bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and you shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from your idols will I cleanse you. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you an heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. And ye shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your God. Now, excuse me. The Jews are in the land in a state of unbelief, exactly as they should be. Again, verse 24. For I will take you from among the heathen, he did, and gather you out of all countries, he did, and will bring you into your own land, he did. They're in the land in unbelief at this point in verse 24. And they still are. But sometime in the future, this happens. Then, after they're in the land in unbelief, then will I sprinkle clean water, not before. They're not brought into the land in a state of belief. They're not brought into the land believing Jesus is the Messiah. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and you shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from all your idols will I cleanse you. A new heart will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you an heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes, and you shall keep my judgments and do them, and you shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, and you shall be my people, and I will be your God. I mean, that's it. What else is there to talk about? They're not brought back believing in the Messiah. They're not brought back all cleaned up. They're put in the land in a state of unbelief first. Then they are cleaned up. That hasn't happened yet. That will happen. They will be cleaned up. They will accept Jesus as their Messiah. It will happen. Jesus said, you should not see me henceforth till ye say, blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. They will say that. They will say it. Right now, those Jews are exactly as they should be. They're sitting in the land in a state of unbelief, waiting their Messiah. Paul already told you what they are. Paul told you that they are your enemies for the gospel's sake, but beloved for their Father's sake. You have to get those distinctions down, otherwise you come off as, you don't come off, you become anti-Semitic, anti-Zionist, and you end up that way being anti-Bible. And then who knows what happens. Genesis 12:3 kicks in the curse and you're all messed up. All right. That's it for the night.